Hi. Obviously, if you're watching this, you must have a mold problem or water problem. I'd like to take this time to introduce to you Charles Baudet, offering mold solutions and super dry basements. Charles is a certified mold remediator, certified mold inspector, certified environmental inspector, certified crystal meth lab contractor, structural repair analyst, basement guru, and all around good guy. Charles has started multiple businesses here in the Cleveland area, and his advice is sought after nationwide by other mold contractors, other basement waterproofers, home inspectors, real estate professionals, investor homeowners, and many others. Today, Charles is the best-selling national author of The Super Dry Basement, a basic guide to understanding and correcting foundation water problems, as well as the author of the best-selling book, So You've Got Mold, Now What? And also Super Strong Super Bond, mortarless, dry stacked masonry construction techniques. Charles has appeared in numerous magazines and newspapers, on the internet, and even on TV. Charles has helped to revolutionize the way basements are waterproofed in order to ensure they stay dry forever. He has helped to pioneer revolutionary new techniques in order to permanently eradicate mold problems safely and effectively without jeopardizing the health of the building occupants. Charles now spends most of his time training other mold remediators and basement waterproofers.
I've spent the last 6 years perfecting by combining the best ideas available and designing the multi-step family safe system, which includes an all-natural cleaning formula that's completely safe for your family, pets, guests, and home. I discovered to my surprise about 6 years ago that the chemicals that are being used by my so-called competitors, and indeed most of the industry, not only don't work on porous surfaces, which is just about every surface mold will grow on in a house, I also figured out that most of these chemicals contain no ingredients that kill the spores. These are the most important but hardest things to kill. And worse, they leave behind residual toxic chemical poisons, and in some cases these poisons are worse than the mold. Imagine spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars with a professional mold company, only to have the house remain contaminated. Yikes, I found this out the hard way. Because in the beginning, believe it or not, I used the same old chemicals that everyone else in the industry still uses. And you know how I found out? I met these three special ladies. They were my customers and they got sick from the chemicals I used in their homes. I call these ladies special because due to living with extremely toxic molds, they developed a rare condition called multiple chemical sensitivity disorder. Ever hear of it? I hadn't. I can honestly say that I thought they were trying to get money back for a job well done, but since I had three of them in a row, I decided to try and see if there might be anything to their claims of sickness. I discovered that their noses worked actually much better than a regular person's nose. Hmm. I began to theorize maybe I was poisoning all of my customers, but our regular noses just couldn't smell it. I quickly began to research just what was in those chemicals. After all, they were EPA approved and biodegradable. What I discovered truly shocked, then horrified me. I quickly realized I needed to do some research and change the chemicals that I used fast. I discovered an amazing fact. I discovered that the military has studied how to decontaminate buildings like houses. They did this at Los Alamos National Laboratory, and they concluded that if any mold remediators only follow the national guidelines, the house will stay contaminated. So I got together with some of the country's top scientists. I met many very, very smart people who had already devoted their entire lives to the cause. I read tons of material about mold and the different ways to kill mold. I took all the good ideas that I learned from all these sources and experts, and then I fused them all together into a system that is absolutely lethal to mold, but remains safe for your entire family. In fact, it leaves behind no known residual poisons that can make people sick. It cost me a fortune to do, folks, but I did it for you and your family.